I use this exact strategy to get out of drawdown on my funded accounts, and it's given me multiple six and seven figures in funding. So step number one is you want to identify a fair value gap on the 15-minute time frame. This is a bearish fair value gap. Step two is you must have some kind of an internal or external break of structure. So notice how this low over here was taken out over here before the correction, right? Now, step three is the most important. So I always start on the 15-minute time frame and I look for a fair value gap. Then I look for the 1 minute time frame to come back into that fair value gap. And this is where the magic happens, right? I use order flow to confirm whether the level is actually valid. The order flow is where the magic comes in. And the reason why is because you can see exactly what's happening over here. So we have the exact same fair value gap, but let's dive in. See, it's really interesting when you look at this that we have a lot of aggressive buyers over here. We have a lot of aggressive buyers, and at the top over here, we have a 0 for a 3. So that means there were more aggressive buyers than there were aggressive sellers. But despite that, the market broke below this zone. Now that we know what's going on with the buyers and sellers, we understand that aggressive buyers have entered this area, but they failed to drive price higher. This means that this fair value gap has become valid, and now we can look for an entry because we have the order flow in our direction. So from here, entries become very simple. You can have a stop loss above where the aggressive buyers failed, and you can simply target the low of day over here. This gives you a nice 1 to 2.7 hour trade following the simple mechanical steps, right? So if you ever get lost or you are in drawdown, just remember you need the 15-minute time frame for context and fair value gaps. You then wait for the 1 minute time frame to enter that area, and then you're looking at order flow to give a valid rejection.